This is Camp Herkus, a remote military base in Lithuania, roughly 29 miles from the capital of Vilnius. The temperature is a challenging -12 degrees Celsius, as Eastern Europe feels a significant icy blast from the Arctic. U.S. Army Soldiers, part of U.S. Army 3rd Infantry Division, deployed to Europe on a 9-month rotation in September 2023 as Task Force Marne, are preparing to conduct another day of a week-long large-scale military armour manoeuvres exercise called Ramming Bull. The day before, and over 185 miles away, a separate unit of Task Force Marne soldiers are over the border in Poland, at Pisky training area. They are preparing to conduct their scheduled 6-monthly live-fire table gunnery qualifications. Once passed, they can rejoin the larger force and take part in further military exercises.
Alright, 3 gun on standby. Hey, you good? It's not a large. Hang it. Fire!
My name is First Lieutenant Anna Gerald. I'm a platoon leader in Alpha Company 367 Armour, 2nd Brigade, 3rd Infantry Division. So Ramming Bull was a live fire exercise that we conducted with our allies. We started off by meeting with their COI commander, which is their equivalent of a company commander, and we went through our troop leading procedures where we received the op board, continued to work through the mission that we were given, and then continued to rehearse with my platoon, and then we executed and got to shoot tanks. So we initially started by conducting a delay. So we were set in our initial battle positions. We engaged with enemies or targets, and then after that I worked hand in hand with a tank platoon with the Germans, where we would retrograde, they would cover our movement, we would establish in secondary BPs and then continue to move backwards and defend for X amount of time. It's important to do exercises like Ramming Bull because it shows that we can work with our allies, we can understand, and we grow a shared understanding across all of our formations, so we can better work with our partners in the future. The Germans are very good at what they do. They were able to show me how to use the terrain and maneuver to our advantage, and then they also use their hide positions a little bit differently than we do. We didn't have an issue with our language barrier. The Germans speak incredible English. I think one of the beneficial takeaways for my platoon and my soldiers are that we got to operate with our NATO allies and see that they're just the same as us. They were able to learn a lot of tactics from them, and we got to operate in the snow, which we're not used to doing at Fort Stewart.